Hi everyone, welcome to a third round of a bit of a tactical analysis. Today we'll be looking a little bit at the 4-4-2 formation. So normally you would see the number 6 and number 10 here, where we would have one defensive mid, one offensive mid, and then we'd have the two strikers in red, which is one of the main changes where you'll see in our formation. Again, all formations can be played relatively the same. There are just a few changes here and there. So normally, if we pass the ball back directly to our center back, um, you're going to notice, forget this white line here, but when the center back has the ball, you can already see, so you would have our defensive mid coming back towards middle to give that middle option. You would see number 10 going up to give that front option, and you would also see one of the two strikers, so in this case I chose number 11, but it doesn't matter, to come back a little bit. So at the end we would have a player here, a player there, and a player there for that long ball. So we'd have three options from the middle, as well as number 9 staying in that forward position, right? And number 9 and 11 will be doing a lot of back and forth, back and forth. As we give the ball to number 2 on the side, right, you're going to see number 6 coming in to try and receive that ball, where number 2 is going to give it, right? That's anticipation. Number 6, you need to be doing that run beforehand. Number 10, you're going to attack that space. Number 7 is going to get wide. And if you notice here, number 11 came and asked for the last ball. Well, number 11 is normally going to start and make a run and go back up, and number 9 is going to come to ask for the ball. And there's always going to be the two strikers are always going to alternate as who's asking for the ball and who's running away from the ball in case we want to send a long one. That's very important to remember that. We can work on it a little bit at practice, but essentially not one of the strikers stays lazy up front, but you take turns working. One calls for the ball, the other one goes away, and so on and so forth. And as you play towards middle, right, so you see number 6 getting the ball here. Well, what type of runs do we want to see? Well, 7's going to go up in the line. 9 makes a run forward because 9 just came and asked for the ball, so 9's going to go elsewhere. But you see 11 coming back to ask for it on this side, and you see number 10 here coming a little bit forward to give those two options, right? So you can play short to number 10. You can always play back to your defenders. You can play a long ball to number 7. You can try and play a long ball to number 9. Or you can play a ball to number 11. Where if you play to 11, I didn't put it here, but if you play to 11 after this, 11 now has the choice to turn on this side to 9 and 7 who are making runs, or can even go completely to the other side and number 8 will be running on the other side. By this time, defenders will all be in this area, and essentially very few defenders, very few players will be in this zone. So if number 8 stays wide and number 11 gets the ball, you can easily turn and play that pass, right? Number 11 gets the ball, you can easily play that pass in space for 8 to be running onto it, right? That's a little bit of the 4-4-2. Again, strikers make sure to alternate. Defensive mid, you stay behind. Offensive mid, you stay up. But offensive mid and whoever's coming back for strikers, you guys need to coordinate to make two different runs. And so it's going to look a little bit like a 4-3-3, but it's always going to alternate, right? So number 10, you need to be aware of shifting a little bit left and right. That being said, we're going to work on it a little bit more at practice. So cheers.